whatever she decides next, has the ability to impact an entire country in ways no one could ever imagine.
Buying Team Namibia is a choice you make for us, not just for you. Join the 2.5 million strong team that grows stronger with every single Team Namibia purchase. Team Namibia. Together, our future is brighter.
Primetime News is a 25-minute news format, coming to you every Monday to Friday between 1930 hours and 2000 hours on our YouTube channel. Good evening to our global audience and many thanks for joining us on the midweek edition. I'm Michael Madimba. In our lead tonight, the Namibian government is in the process of rolling out a food voucher system to all 14 regions after the program was successfully piloted in the Oshana region. The program forms part of the Commodity and Beneficiary Management Information System, an alternative drought relief delivery mechanism being piloted by the Office of the Prime Minister. Andreas Thomas filed our lead report.
With the Office of the Prime Minister, there is an introduction of Commodity and Beneficiary Management System. And this is a system that is going to be used when we are giving out drought relief. And the Cabinet has approved, have taken a decision that we must implement a comprehensive nationwide drought relief program. It's from the 1st October 2023 to the 30th June 2024. So this program, Comrade President, has started in all the 14 regions, and the registration also is going on. We are only appealing to our people on the ground really to register people who are in need, because already the signs are coming that some people who are not supposed to be registered, they are being registered. And if we do it that way, we will not be able to cater for those who are in need.
Minister of Gender Equality, Poverty Eradication and Social Welfare, Doreen Siyoka, on Tuesday urged the government, civil society, churches and traditional authorities to prioritize investment in preventative measures to combat violence against women and girls. Siyoka made the statement in Mariental during the launch of the commemoration of 16 days of activism against gender-based violence under the theme, Unite, Invest to Prevent Violence Against Women and Girls.
In her statement released by the Gender Ministry, Siyoka said gender-based violence is a significant concern in Namibia. She said according to a demographic health survey conducted in 2013, Namibia had a prevalence rate of 33% for gender-based violence. The minister also said statistics on gender-based violence-related cases are alarming, with a notable increase in the sexual abuse of children, especially by their biological fathers or other family members. Siyoka said those who are suffering should reach out for assistance. Services are available at gender-based violence protective units under the Namibian Police, aimed at providing effective, comprehensive services to gender-based violence survivors and their families. Reporting for Primetime News, Diana Kauta.
National Youth Service security guards earlier today demanded that the National Youth Service increase their hourly wages from the current hourly wage rate of $7.75 to a reasonable wage rate, effective the 15th of December, that is next month. The security guards also handed over their petition after conducting a peaceful demonstration earlier today.
Security guards are lowly paid employees in Namibia and without any benefits like any other employees. Apart from this, we are also subjected to harsh conditions of employment, like risking our lives by guarding assets value more than what we have earned for our lifetime, and yet we are being deprived the little we are supposed to be paid. How do our management and its clients expect us to survive and perform our duties diligently? NYSS is one of the security companies under the Ministry of Sport, Youth and National Services, and we expect this company to lead by example by complying with all relevant laws and not exploit young workers. If government-owned security companies is failing to comply with minimum wages that is gazetted by the same government, how do we expect private security companies to comply? As workers of NYSS, we are no longer going to tolerate any further exploitation from the NYSS management. We want to be paid as per minimum wage agreement, and we also want our back pay as from the 1st of April 2023. Imagine this agreement is signed in 2016 and 7 years ago. Now, no further salary improvement done upon the date, but still our management depriving us the increment that lasts for such long despite the price for goods rising up every year. How do our management expect us to survive on the rate of $7.75 per hour, which is even far from the price of the bread? Honorable Minister, we have been patient for a very long time and we are not going to wait any longer. Hence, we call upon you to intervene and provide leadership directive to NYSS management now. If the company fails to meet the following demands, effective from the 15th December 2023, we will be left with no other option but to withdraw our labor, because that is the only tool we have as power within our limits.
Thank you very much for this petition. I'm only a messenger. I have received it on behalf of the Minister and the Commissioner, and I'll then hand it over to them as soon as possible. Thank you.
In a possible case of child abandonment, police in the Kavango East region are seeking the public's help in tracing the parents of a 12-year-old boy who was abandoned in Grootfontein by his mother. Sawi Al-Siku filed this report.
The Namibian Police Force's Crime Investigation Coordinator in the region, Deputy Commissioner Bonifacius Kanyetu, told Nampa on Wednesday the boy, identified as Brendan Likua, is currently being held at the Grootfontein police station. He has been living on the streets of Grootfontein with other homeless children for the past 3 weeks after his mother allegedly disappeared. It is alleged that Likua arrived in Grootfontein from Rundu with his mother, who is only known as Mate. The police indicated that the boy said his father's name is Hausiku Sakama and he resides in the Ndama residential area of Rundu. They have, however, not had any success in tracing the boy's father so far. According to Kanyetu, the boy was recently found 70 kilometers from Grootfontein, attempting to walk to Rundu. Reporting for Primetime News, Ishmael Mukvonda.
Stay tuned for your top roundup with the business segment thereafter. Primetime Biz is your leading source for all things business related. Mobile technology kickstarts the segment. Now, 5G is a catchphrase that has become synonymous with mobile technology. But what exactly is 5G? Simply put, 5G is the fifth generation technology that is touted for its ability to increase transmission speed between two communicating devices, thereby enhancing digital experiences such as faster data processing, video conferencing, to name but a few. The Communications Regulatory Authority of Namibia, also known as CRAN, on Tuesday launched its 5G consumer awareness campaign, aimed at educating the public about the implementation of 5G technology, highlighting opportunities for industry in that recent myths and misinformation.
The task is for us to set up a cyber incidents response team. It will be housed under CRAN, but this will really be your central point of coordinating all cyber incidents that are happening in the country. And this is to make sure, and I think my Vice Chair spoke about it, to make sure that as we are advancing technology and as we are introducing all these innovations, we are also protecting citizens as far as cybercrime and cyber incidences are concerned. Paramount to that is also the laws and the regulatory framework around data protection, access to information, electronic transactions, and the Ministry of ICT has really been hard at work to try and make sure that that regulatory framework is airtight. However, what we are also picking up is that when it comes to cybersecurity, it's more of a best practice thing. It's something that you need to do. Whether you have a law or you don't have a law, cyber criminals will attack you. So you really have to do it as a continuous and aggressive best practice thing. And in the coming few months, we will be launching the CERT, and we will also be sharing more activities around what that will entail. The issue of accurate information and misconceptions is also big on our agenda, because you would recall in 2020 and 2021, when the COVID pandemic hit, the only thing that was coming out is that 5G is causing COVID-19, and this is the perception that the public out there have. And this is why you'd also see that our campaign is really tailor-made around debunking that as false information, because it is not true. If telecommunications or technology networks caused COVID-19, then COVID-19 would have probably started already when 3G started, because it's the same type of radio waves that are used to provide it. So the whole campaign is really aimed at dispelling that information, but also highlighting to the consumer what are the benefits that you can get from 5G.
In a major boost for small enterprise incubation, 25 Apuo youths received brickmaking and business skills training, along with a starter pack to start their own businesses from the First Rand Namibia Foundation Trust and Ohorongo Cement. The two-day training was held at the Apuo Urban Constituency Office recently. In a statement issued recently, FNB Commercial Relationship Manager Karina Matthias highlighted the significant role skills development plays in Namibia's economic growth agenda.
In a statement issued on Monday, FNB Commercial Relationship Manager Karina Matthias highlighted the significant role skills development plays in Namibia's economic growth agenda. Namibia needs advanced technical and vocational skills, in addition to a flexible workforce that can adjust to rapid shifts in demand, especially in the construction sector. They believe that by investing in programs such as the Brick-Making Training Initiative, they will empower the youth of Apuo to play an active role in building our communities, while also providing much-needed direct investment in the region, she said. The starter packs consist of various items, including a wheelbarrow, safety boots and glasses, gloves, cement, brick-making molding, and brushes. The collaboration between the two entities is valued at over 300,000 Namibian dollars. In a speech read on her behalf during the training, Minister of Industrialization, Trade and SME Development, Lucia Ipumbu, commended the initiative, saying it marks a significant step towards not just construction of buildings, but towards a more sustainable and empowered community. Reporting for Primetime News, Ishmael Mukvonda.
On that positive note, this is where I leave it with the top segment. Catch me tomorrow My colleague Jekonia Nehemiah awaits on the sports desk with the latest updates on sport in action. But first, we consult the weather report for tomorrow's outlook.
Welcome to Sport Planet, your destination for all things sporting action. I'm Jekonia Nehemiah. Erik ten Hag has urged his Manchester United players to keep calm in the Galatasaray cauldron as they fight for their lives in the Champions League. United are bottom of Group A and will be eliminated if they lose in Turkey in their penultimate group fixture later tonight. Even if they beat Galatasaray and defeat group winners Bayern Munich at Old Trafford in their final game, 2 wins for Copenhagen would send the Danish side through instead of Ten Hag's team. United, 3-time European champions, have never won at Galatasaray, drawing twice and losing once.
We are confident because the last games away from home in the league, also in very hostile environments, we played very well. We were very calm and composed. This team also last year in Barcelona, so we know how to deal with it, and I'm sure there will be tomorrow a confident team on the pitch. You have to stay calm in your head and don't get too emotional. You need the emotions, but you have to control it, and that you don't give them anything, and that you don't give the refereeing as well that moment and that they're gonna take. And so you have to stay away from such moments. We know how to deal with it. You have to play confident and you have to make it your game. So it's not that important how the opponent is playing. It's important how we are playing, how we are dealing with possession, how we are dealing with out of possession. So normal stuff, and we will make a good plan. But then, in the end of the of the moment, the players, they have to decide. They have to manage the game.
Meanwhile, Arsenal boss Mikel Arteta admits he must prove he deserves to be ranked among the Champions League elite managers by leading his team deep into the knockout stages. Arteta's side will qualify for the last 16 if Sevilla beat PSV Eindhoven in tonight's early kickoff, or if the Gunners avoid defeat against Lens later in the evening at the Emirates Stadium. That would be a significant moment for Arteta, who established himself as a Premier League force last season by leading Arsenal to a second-place finish, but is competing in the Champions League as a manager for the first time. Stay tuned for a sports roundup. This is where we leave it for tonight. Do make a date with us again tomorrow. A reminder to follow the on-screen prompts to enable you to subscribe to our channel. This ensures you stay atop events within and beyond our borders. Also feel free to interact with us in the comment section. Otherwise, from myself, Jekonia Nehemia, and my production crew, it's good night.